I'm going to be talking about why I switched to keyboard and mouse. I've been on keyboard and mouse for over a year now, so there's so much to talk about. I've learned so much while switching, and I'll be sharing some of my best tips. I hope this video can inspire some of you for your own keyboard and mouse progression. So this story starts way back in 2017 when Fortnite was released. I started playing Fortnite around November of that year, which was season 1. During this time, I was on console, more specifically an Xbox One, playing on 60 FPS on a TV. This time was, in my opinion, the best time to play Fortnite, simply because of how much more casual it was, and it was just fun to play. I honestly loved the game at this point and played every single day after school. This is when I started to take the game a bit more seriously. I became much better than all of my friends and started trying to go for high kill wins and learn new building techniques like 90s. That Christmas, I actually got an Xbox Elite controller, which I loved so much, and I became so much better with paddles. I stopped playing the game for around 6 months to play other games, but obviously came back to it. At this point, my Elite controller had pretty bad stick drift and became unusable. This is when I decided to buy myself a keyboard and a mouse. I bought a keyboard that was around £10 and a mouse that was around £15. The keyboard was a membrane keyboard, so as you can imagine, it was pretty difficult to use. As well as that, the mouse did have side buttons, but it was also very difficult to use. I went into creative and started building, and I was obviously terrible. I'd never played on keyboard and mouse before on any game, so I had no idea what I was doing. I then did some 1v1s against my friends, and I just kept dying. I think I played for around a week on keyboard and mouse, and then I just decided to use my broken Elite controller again. I played on controller for ages after that, until Chapter 2 Season 6. At this point, I bought myself a new Elite controller, an Xbox Series S, and a 144Hz monitor, so it's a lot easier to play. I really liked this, and I was actually really good on controller, but again, my controller broke. This time the right bumper stopped working, making it impossible to use the controller. This is when I finally decided to switch to keyboard and mouse. I bought a HyperX keyboard and a glorious Model D mouse and began to play. These peripherals were actually made for gaming, so they were so much easier to use. I had no other option but to get good on keyboard and mouse because my controller was broken. This motivated me so much since I simply couldn't switch back, so I started grinding. I played for around 2 months on keyboard and mouse when I took yet another break. I came back to the game when there was around 2 weeks left of Chapter 2 Season 8, and I played again. But instead of playing keyboard and mouse, I decided to learn Claw for a new experience. I started to really enjoy Fortnite again, so I asked for a PC for Christmas of 2021, which was the start of Chapter 3. When I got my PC, I played on controller for around a week, and then I decided to switch to keyboard and mouse again since it would be a lot easier. This is probably my biggest regret in my progression. I shouldn't have kept switching back and forth between controller and keyboard and mouse. I should have just stuck to keyboard and mouse. I grinded keyboard and mouse and fully stuck to it for months after that. At this point in time, I was grinding every single day, playing arena, I had a practice routine, and I was trying my best to become better. After months of playing the same game every single day, I became bored again, and I stopped playing for around 7 months. You can see this break I took with my channel. Chapter 4 was released and I came back to the game. This brings me to today. I'm still playing on keyboard and mouse, and I'm genuinely enjoying the game. Some of you may be wondering the simple reasons why I switched, and it's honestly because I wanted the new challenge and I hit a plateau on controller. Even before my controller breaking, I was thinking of switching because I was obviously good on controller, but I wasn't improving, and the controller breaking gave me the perfect reason to switch. This motivation is what helped me to improve so fast. Also, if you're wondering whether or not I think you should switch, I would say definitely. Even in Chapter 4, so many people are making the switch to keyboard and mouse. The skill cap on keyboard and mouse is so much higher than that on controller, and it brings another reason to play the game. If you do decide to switch or have just switched, you need to be patient. You won't become insane overnight. It can take months if not years, but at the end of it all, you'll be so much better than you were on controller. Don't switch back to controller after a week, and also don't keep switching between inputs. I wish I knew this before because this is definitely what hindered my progression. All switching between inputs will do is demotivate you and affect your progression negatively. If I did provide you with any value or you found this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe. It helps me out so much. On screen right now is a video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy, so go watch that.